on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Taken about 7 yards deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap. Back and reload. Shift. 53, win now. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Watch. Hey.
On first down, Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
Complete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. Now the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons!
The ball carrier.
Ito Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Grady Jarrett on the stop.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Second and 5 now. Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
11 at the 5-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line.
To Julio Jones.
A big-time play there for the Falcons. 46 yards.
And the Falcon first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A slant to Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Toss left. This is Smith. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Ito Smith. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. So with fourth down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside to 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 20-yard line.
But I can't go, no I can't go, and whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact,
the Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's good.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
37-yard line.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Here we go. Alpha.
Shotgun now for Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
45.
On second down, it's Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Yo. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Go Bandit. Let me go.
From the gun on third down, Brady. He's got Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
4-yard line.
Wait, 20. Let's get this. Check the hot read. Back. Check nickel. Easy. Alpha.
From the gun, it's Brady. And this is taken in at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
4 yards.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0.
Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for the...
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. 50.
From the gun, Brady. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Ball carrier.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
For the point after.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
42-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
A loss of 5 yards. It's second down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, sometimes it doesn't appear like much. The out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of the ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
On the tackle.
They'll run with Smith. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. That's going to set them back 5 yards. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. Now Brady. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Bradley Pena now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Intended target on that with Russell Gage, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. The 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans. As time expires in the first half. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's not going to get me. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 72.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Buying, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
1st and 10. At their own 45-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. Brady going to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29, 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get two more. Now a toss going left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
They made the decision to go for two. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Their first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
34-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. A great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Mike, 40. Check it, reload! I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Operating from the gun, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back now in Tampa. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65.
The big fella. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Touchdown, Falcons.
Atlanta.
Hayden Hurst, 79 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 27.
On second down now, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Brady now on first down. His throw incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady's throw there complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. A gain there of 21 yards.
37-yard line.
Brady now on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Check 13. Check 13. Kill. Trinity dead. Hey, Alabama.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. From the gun, Brady, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
16-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. to throw here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. That's out to the left flat and complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain.
It's a pickup of 6.
Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
They go back to the ground now with Smith, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. He's back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
Sugar! Check Mike 45, check Mike 45. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 45. 50.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. To throw is Brady. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw, Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final try now for Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
36.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.